Peace world, it's iNatural. I'm out here with Ed Money from the BROFIST, and I want to take you through some basic routines that I do. We're going to start out with basic grip changes. I'm going to start out with the underhand grip, shoulder width, and I do anywhere from 7 to 10 pull-ups. The key to this is the range of motion and your form. It's not about how many pull-ups you could do, it's about your form. Make sure you're breathing. If you want, you can stop at the top and do an isometric hold, and then negative, lower yourself down. The next grip, well, I always do 2 sets of each one. So it would be 2 sets of the underhand shoulder width. Then I would go to the underhand close grip. Same routine, 7 to 10 pull-ups. Focus on breathing, form, and your rhythm. You want to get a nice pull. Make sure you're going over the ball and try to get as good as extension as possible. Try to extend yourself, get the full range of motion. Not everybody locks all the way out. You know, if you want to leave tension on the muscle and do burnouts, that's fine. Sometimes I do that as well. So, the next grip would be an overhand close grip, which works on the forearms, the upper chest, and the lats. So, same count, same thing. You want to focus on your form, your rhythm, and your extension. You want to be controlled. And again, you want to stop at the top for an isometric hold, which is fine. Or you can bring the knees up, which works on the abs as well, and lower yourself. The next grip is going to be the shoulder lift, outside alignment, behind the neck pull-up. This is not traditionally a pull-up that we often do, but I have small shoulder structure and small traps, so therefore I use behind the neck pull-ups to work on my traps and my shoulders. Again, you want to get a outside alignment grip. You want to relax, get the full range. You want to touch your traps or the back of your neck. You want to get that range of motion. You want to breathe. You notice as I'm talking, I'm breathing. And you want to end with an isometric hold if you want, and lower yourself down. And like I said, we do 2 sets of those. And for my 10th and final and 5th grip, which is the overhand wide grip straight pull-up. Now, everyone has different levels for their pull-up. I'm not suggesting everyone come up to your chest, but I'm at that level where I bring the ball to my chest, or at least under my chin. Some people haven't reached that level yet, but your goal is wherever your goal wants to be. And my goal was to be able to pull the ball to my chest. So it's the same grip, outside the alignment. Sometimes I go with the alignment, but I'm gonna go a little bit outside the alignment. Work on the lats and my shoulders. And again, concentrate on the form and your range of motion. Again, isometric hold at the top. Sometimes a 5-second isometric hold is equivalent to maybe 3 to 5 pull-ups. And again, with a negative, you want to lower yourself down. And that just about wraps it up for the 5 basic grips I use for my basic and fundamental pull-ups. Next, I guess we're gonna go to the dip bar and work on our dips. World was iNatural again. We just finished our pull-ups. Now we're gonna move over to the dip area and work on my basic dips. I didn't mention earlier, but after I do a set of pull-ups, I always go to the dip bar, then I go to the push-ups. You know, it's called Around the World, and I do anywhere from 7 to 10 sets, you know, just basics. And now with my dips, I always begin, I call this a starting point, which is, you know, you want to gather your form and sort of, you know, get your form right, and then you go into your basic dip. And I do anywhere from 15 to 20 dips, and then I go to my push-ups. Then after I complete my push-ups, I take anywhere from a 15 to a 30-second rest before I begin my second set. So sometimes I do my sets without resting. We call that supersetting, where there's no rest in between sets. And that's to build your endurance and your stamina. Pull-ups, dips, and now I'm at push-ups. And this completes Around the World. And after I complete the push-up set, I take anywhere from a 15-second to a 30-second rest before I begin my next set. So I also wanted to add about the dips. Sometimes there may not be a dip bar around, so you could always use benches. You could also use other areas, you know, like this bar here, where you could also do dips. So it's all about using the environment, what's around you. So sometimes I use the bars because of my bad knee. Sometimes I use the floor, but I still get the same effects from my range of motion, and I make sure I go all the way down and touch the ball and try to get as good as an extension as I can. Sometimes, you know, I do like the small push-ups just to get the tension on the muscles, but I'm gonna give the basic full range of motion push-ups, and I do anywhere from 15 to 25 push-ups. You wanna have a nice rhythm. Balancing off your toes. You wanna make sure your back is straight, and my chest is lightly touching the ball. It may not seem like it, but it is. And there it is. Now you have the completion of the Around the World, pull-ups, dips, and push-ups. Occasionally I add squats. Peace, world. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments, just leave some comments and ask me whatever you want to see next, whatever you want. Peace.